Hey guys, this is Eltony. Hey, I want you guys to go on a journey with me just really quick. For folks who can do it, I understand. The people who cannot, due to the fact that you might be at work or somewhere else where you need to be paying attention, I understand as well. But I want you to close your eyes for a second. And I want you to imagine a little girl. She's in a third world country. If you look at her from the outside, she's got olive skin. She's about 8 years old or so. She's got brown hair and these beautiful, adorable Bambi brown eyes. She's walking into the marketplace. And as she's walking into the marketplace, if anybody's ever seen the movie Aladdin, everything is kind of set up just like that. You've got just different people selling different things. So her stomach starts to draw her in a different direction. Because the aromas from the marketplace will pull her one way to another. And then she smelled bread, and the bread was just heavy in the air. So she's walking towards the bread, and she got separated away from her mother. She's walking, and she notices the bread is right there. She grabs a piece of bread, and she goes into a corner, and she's so hungry, hasn't eaten for days. And she starts just to eat the bread. Now, one of the kids of the store owner saw what she was doing and pointed at her and told his dad, somebody stole some bread. Somebody stole some bread. He was the alarm system. He was the security guard. So he let him know that, hey, somebody stole some bread, Dad. Dad is running from behind the counter, upset. You can see he's mad. And he turns at this, sees this little girl, and he's still upset. And he snatches the bread from her and says, you know the penalty for stealing. And she's like, I'm just hungry. You know the penalty for stealing. And he rips her up and he puts her on the cabinet. And he has this little tight thing, looks like a belt. And he ties her left arm down. And she's screaming, please don't, please don't. And the people around her, they're saying the same, please, let her go, please don't. No, she stole. And in the commotion, the mom, she pushes through the crowd and she's running to her daughter. She's like, sir, please, I'm her mother. I'm sorry she stole. I need money for what she's eating. She said, I don't have any money, but what I can do is I can come work for you and I'll give you my services. I've done work doing this, and this, and I can work for you. I can work with no pay for what she did. And no, she's gotta pay now. And he said, man, this is what I'll do. Sir, I'll even become your servant. I'll work for free I'll give you a year of my life. And she's like, no, I don't want you. Get away from me. You're like a dog. You're like a flea. You're like a tick. And then finally she says, well, take my arm. I'll substitute my arm for her arm. It's still an arm. Just take my arm. Finally, the store owner grabs the little girl, throws her to the side, grabs the mother by the arm, throws her arm down. And as he's finna slice her arm off, he looks over. She looks at her daughter. And in her daughter's eyes, she could see how sorry she was as tears just flowed down her eyes. And mom had the compassion in her eyes to become that substitute for her daughter. Guys, the substitute in this story, his name is Jesus. And we were the daughter. And he said, even though they deserve hell, fire, even though they deserve punishment, banishment, even though they deserve to be exiled away from the presence of the Father, I will become their sacrifice. I will become their substitute. I will put sin upon me. And I will escort them back into the love of the Father through my sacrifice. Guys, go do likewise. Go be love today. And sacrifice for others. Jesus made a statement. He said this. He said, the greatest of the commandments is to love your Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, and your soul. But then he says to love your neighbor as yourself.